Check out the new PL Mini 2 weapon light at the link below and use code OLIGHT10 to get 10% off anytime. SHOT Show 2019, we're back at Case to talk about some beautiful knives and other cool things with Fred. How's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. So, what's the name of this spring-assisted mechanism again?
This is the Kickstart Trapper Lock.
This is the Kickstart. Okay, so you guys had a Kickstart last year, right?
Yeah, we did. It was the mid-folding Hunter.
Okay.
Or our 265 pattern.
Yeah.
That we turned into an assisted opener. Now we've taken our traditional trapper and modernized it a little bit so it becomes an assisted opener as well. This is the pilot run version.
Okay.
And there's 100 of these that are going to be out circulating.
Cool.
Beyond that, there's all kinds of different handle options, whether it's bone or some wood, or our simple plastic handles like our yellow. And there'll be a variety of these coming out throughout the year as well.
Yeah.
But it's a real smooth action on it.
It does, yeah. And I was playing with it earlier. It's interesting that it's, when you fire it,
it makes no noise almost.
Yeah, which is, it kind of sets it aside from other assisted openers in the market because they are known to have kind of a snap when you flick them open.
That's right, it has almost no clunk factor. Whoops, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you gotta.
There we go.
Yeah, so let me put that next to my microphone just so you guys can, you're not gonna be able to see this, but if you can hear it. It's very soft sounding and feeling as it opens. So it fires and it comes all the way open, but it doesn't alert your friends that you just opened your knife, which is kind of an interesting and cool feature.
Very smooth, very smooth. We're pretty proud of that, actually.
Yeah. So you guys are showing some other cool stuff here in the booth. You have a knife that went to the moon and back?
Yeah, so Case made a knife back in the 60s at NASA's request, and that knife ended up going on every Gemini and Apollo mission, and of course that includes Apollo 11. So it's the Astronaut M1 Knife, and it was actually used as a part of a survival pack that went in the capsule of every one of those spaceships that went on those missions, and it's like our most famous Case knife ever.
So the purpose being, when you crash land back on Earth, if you happen to be in an unfriendly or hostile environment of some kind, here's a knife you can use to survive a while.
Yeah, or if you just went off course, you know, if it took NASA a couple days to pick you up, you had something to help you survive in that situation.
So all you guys who were thinking they'd fight off moon bears, that's not the point of it.
No, and no Martian attacks. I don't think they had to worry about those.
Not back then. Nowadays.
Now the game has changed, clearly.
I also wanted to talk about something that came out of the vault for Case, a design that you guys are bringing back for 2019.
Yeah, so this is the Case Barlow, and it's a pattern that goes way back, perhaps one of the oldest patterns that we've ever made that has an origin that old. They date back to before 1700 in Europe. And if you were any kind of an industrial worker, you probably carried one of these pocket knives in a place like England or Germany or something like that. They were so popular that they made it, of course, overseas to the US in the mid-19th century. And it's been part of, you know, every knife-making company's
repertoire,
product offerings.
Yeah.
Especially those that make traditional folding knives ever since. So we have these out in a bunch of different handle styles.
Yeah.
What you're looking at there is our smooth antique bone.
Like the bolster on that one.
Yeah, that elongated bolster with the strike line.
Yeah.
A lot of these in the old days had the word Barlow written across.
Right.
And at one time there was actually a Barlow knife company.
And then this one is?
That's turquoise curly maple wood.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Very beautiful.
We've got a bunch of other ones here. The yellow.
And then 6.5 bone stag.
Yep.
And there's a host of others.
There are.
And there are going to be more coming out throughout the year. We're only going to be offering these throughout 2019. At the end of the year, they're going back in the vault.
Ooh. So get your Case Barlows while you can.
That's right.
So you mentioned there's going to be in a bunch of different styles. I saw an emerald bone over there, a red
Yeah, with
bone.
some worked bolsters.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of really good looking Barlows. So all you Barlow collectors,
It's been out of the Case line for a number of years.
Yeah.
We've had our collectors asking for them, pretty vehemently for years. So
this year, 2019, your wallets are going to get a lot lighter because you're going to have a lot of Barlows to pick up, but they're not too expensive.
no, they're not.
I mean, I think I saw one was down to like $40, and then there was some maybe
They'll
70
retail
for a really nice one.
They'll retail for generally about 60 to 85, 90. Maybe.
Yeah, depending on the style
Yeah,
and so forth.
the handle material and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's also, as you can see, 2-bladed versions and 1-bladed versions.
Yeah. That one-bladed version is pretty slick, but
A little spear blade as opposed to the clip that's, is the traditional style.
but that's the collectability factor. You can get one of all different types.
Absolutely.
Very cool. So there's a ton of other stuff we could look at, but I wanted to make this video kind of short and interesting because the Barlows are back for Case, and that's huge. I love Barlows, and hope to pick up a couple at least this year. Fred, thank you.
Hey, thanks for stopping by again.
Right on. We're at Case SHOT Show 2019.